Good morning, dear students. So today we are starting the chemistry online classes. The first chapter you're going to deal with is from organic chemistry, that is unit 10, haloalkanes and haloarenes, which carries 6 marks weightage in your annual examination. So this year you have 40% weightage for organic chemistry, so don't neglect, read properly. We have already studied about hydrocarbons in the previous year. So what are hydrocarbons? Hydrocarbons are the compounds which contains carbon and hydrogen. So in that, if I take an example of an hydrocarbon, simple hydrocarbon, methane, CH4, it's a hydrocarbon which contains carbon and hydrogen atom. So from here, if I remove one hydrogen atom, and in that place if I put any halogen, that is represented generally by X. So halogens are 17th group elements in the periodic table, like fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine, right? So if I replace any one hydrogen in hydrocarbon by the halogen, any one halogen, then that results in the formation of haloalkanes. Here I'll remove one hydrogen, in that place I'll put X, which is any one of among them. So that results in the formation of haloalkane. So this is your haloalkane. So I am replacing one of the hydrogen atom by the halogen atom. X may be fluorine, chlorine, bromine or iodine. Similarly, if I take another example of ethane, which is represented by C2H6, again if I replace one hydrogen by halogen, then that will result in the formation of another halogenated compound that is written as C2H5X. Again X may be any halogen atom. So this is your halogen derivative of ethane. So haloalkanes are the halogen derivatives of alkanes. From hydrocarbons, if I replace hydrogen atom by halogen atom, it results in the formation of halogenated compound, and those halogenated compounds here they are called as haloalkanes. As I am replacing hydrogen by alkane, we are getting the haloalkanes. So what will be the definition of haloalkanes then? Haloalkanes are the halogen derivatives of hydrocarbons, or aliphatic hydrocarbons to be specific. Haloalkanes are the halogen derivatives of aliphatic hydrocarbons. If you are considering hydrocarbon, then it may be aliphatic or aromatic. If it is aliphatic, then we consider it as haloalkane. If it is an aromatic ring, then we are considering it as haloarenes. And generally, haloalkanes or haloarenes, they are represented by RX, where R may be general representation. R may be an alkyl group or it may be an aryl group. Okay, look at here. So CH3X, C2H5X. So this is R group, that is CH3, C2H5, alkyl groups, methyl, ethyl. Okay, if it is a aryl, then we'll be having, so if I consider the benzene ring, and from here if you are replacing one hydrogen by halogen, benzene ring is having formula C6H6, and if I remove one hydrogen, then it becomes C6H5. In that place I'll be putting one halogen. So this becomes C6H5X and represented like this. So this is now aryl group. Here R is aryl group. So generally haloalkanes or haloarenes are represented by the term RX. Okay, general formula for the haloalkanes is written as this one. CnH2n plus 2 is the general representation, general formula for alkanes. Alkanes can be homologous series of alkane can be represented by the formula CnH2n plus 2. When I remove one hydrogen, then it becomes minus 1, right? CnH2n plus 2 minus 1 is CnH2n plus 1. So now this becomes CnH2n plus 1. So one hydrogen is now replaced by halogen. So this is your general representation for haloalkanes. General formula for haloalkanes. For the homologous series of haloalkane, we are using the formula CnH2n plus 1 X. Dealing with these haloalkanes and haloarenes in this chapter with respect to their nomenclature, then the classification first in the beginning, then after that nomenclature, then methods of preparation, physical properties and chemical properties of these compounds. So let us begin with the classification of haloalkanes first. So we are dividing the whole chapter into two parts as haloalkanes and haloarenes. First we will be dealing with haloalkanes completely, later we go for haloarenes. So first is on the basis of number of halogen atoms. So depending upon the number of halogens present in the given compound, we are classifying them as monohalogenated compounds, dihalogenated compounds and polyhalogenated compounds. I repeat, monohalogenated compounds, dihalogenated compounds and polyhalogenated compounds. So what are monohalogenated compounds then? The halogenated compounds which contains only one halogen atom, that is only one hydrogen is replaced by the halogen, then it is called as monohalogenated compound. For example, there is a CH4 and you are replacing one hydrogen, only one hydrogen by the halogen, that is Br if I take. So you are resulting in CH3Br. So this is your monohalogenated compound. It may be any halogen atom or any alkene. Okay, so this is the compound which contains only one halogen atom. This is the first type. In second classification, on the basis of number of halogen atoms, second type is dihalogenated compounds. So what is dihalogenated compounds then? So here we have two halogen atoms in the given compound. See, I have written here two examples. Here we have two chlorines, right? Two chlorine groups are attached in the compound, and here we have two bromine, right? So this is an example for dihalogenated compounds where we have two halogen atoms in the given compound where two hydrogens are replaced by the halogen atoms. So that is dihalogenated compound. The third type is polyhalogenated compound. Here you may have 3, 4, 5, 6. So like that, many number of halogen atom. If it is more than 2, then it is considered as polyhalogenated compounds. Okay, and here I have written all the haloalkanes, monohaloalkanes, dihaloalkanes and polyhaloalkanes. Okay, so this is one type of classification based on the number of halogen atom. Further, when we have only one halogen atom, when we have monohalogenated compounds, further these compounds are classified as primary haloalkanes, secondary haloalkanes and tertiary haloalkanes. The monohaloalkanes, that is monohalogenated compounds, are further classified as primary, secondary and tertiary depending upon the nature of carbon to which halogen is attached. So if the halogen is attached to the primary carbon atom, so what do you mean by primary, secondary and tertiary? Usually we represent it like this, right? Primary, secondary and tertiary. So what is this primary, secondary, tertiary? So in the carbon skeleton, for example, I'll take this carbon skeleton here. These are the there are 4 carbon atoms in the skeleton. So this carbon is attached to how many carbon atoms directly? Only one. So this is only one, this carbon is attached to only one carbon atom. So this carbon is considered as primary carbon atom. And the last one, this is also connected with only one carbon atom. So this is also considered as primary carbon atom. So terminal carbons are always primary carbons. Okay, and here look at this second carbon atom. This one, how many this carbon is attached to how many carbon atoms? Further, it is attached to 2 carbon atoms. That is, one is this one, second one is this one. So this carbon is attached to 2 carbon atoms directly. That's why this carbon is now called as secondary carbon atom. Similarly, if you consider this carbon atom, even this is connected with 2 carbon atoms, that is this one and this one. So this is also secondary. So depending upon the nature of the carbon atom to which halogen is attached, we are classifying further the monohalogen compounds as primary, secondary and tertiary. If our halogen is attached to primary carbon atom, then it will be called as primary halogenated compound. If it is connected to secondary, then it will be called as secondary halogenated compound or secondary haloalkane. If the carbon is tertiary, so which is considered as tertiary carbon atom? See, if this is the case, here the center carbon, the middle carbon is connected to 3 more carbon atoms, right? So this is considered as your tertiary carbon atom. So if our halogen is attached to tertiary carbon atom, then it will be called as tertiary halogenated compound or tertiary haloalkane. So I repeat, monohaloalkanes are further classified as when we have only one halogen atom in the compound. Those compounds are further classified as primary, secondary and tertiary depending upon the nature of carbon atom to which halogen is attached. The nature of this carbon atom, nature of the carbon atom, whether this is primary, secondary or tertiary. Based on this we are classifying. I'll write some examples here. See, if I take how primary haloalkanes are represented. See, if this is the case, halogen is attached to only one carbon atom. Here this R may be any alkyl group. It may be CH3, C2H5, it may be any number of carbon atom may be present in this R group. So this halogen is attached to carbon atom and this carbon is directly linked with only one carbon atom. So this is your primary carbon atom. Okay, so this is primary haloalkane. In particular, if you want an example, I'll write here. It's CH3, CH2, Cl. Okay, so halogen is attached to the carbon which is attached to only one carbon atom. So this is our primary carbon atom. Okay, as it is connected with only one carbon atom. Similarly, secondary haloalkane can be written like this. Generally, you can represent it like R, C. Here this carbon is connected to 2 carbon skeletons. Okay, so this is your halogen. So this carbon, the middle carbon is connected to 2 carbon skeletons. So this is your secondary carbon now. So this is considered as secondary haloalkane. I'll write an example. See, if this is the case, one hydrogen now is replaced by alkyl group and now this carbon connected to 2 carbon atoms and this carbon is having halogen. So here this carbon is secondary carbon atom. So as it is connected to 2 carbon atoms, it is secondary carbon and it is connected with the halogen. So this is your secondary haloalkane. Similarly, how you will represent the tertiary haloalkanes? So tertiary haloalkanes are represented by, see, R, maybe R dash, same or different. The R groups or the alkyl groups are same or different. Okay, so this is how, see, this halogen is attached to the carbon which is attached with 3 carbon skeletons. So this RE alkyl group, R represents an alkyl group which contains carbon atoms, right? It may be R, R dash, R double dash, they are same or different. Okay, so for example, CH3, 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 Br if I take here. So here this is your tertiary carbon atom. Okay, so this is an example for tertiary haloalkane. So monohalogenated compounds are further classified as when we have only one halogen atom in the compound, they are further classified as primary, secondary and tertiary. Now we'll move to the next second type of classification of halogenated compounds, that is based on the hybridization state of the carbon and carbon attached to the halogen. So what is this hybridization state? We have already learned in the previous classes about the hybridization and how to identify the hybridization state of the carbon in different organic compounds. Just I'll revise that once. See, when we have, as we already know, carbon is having valency 4. It can form only 4 bonds. So if those 4 bonds, if all are single bonds, then that carbon, we say that it is having sp3 hybridization, right? So if we have in those 4 bonds, if this is the type of bonding, that is, it is having 2 single bonds and 1 double bond, then this carbon is considered as, this is sp2 hybridized carbon. And if we have triply bonded carbon atom like this, if we have 4 bonds like this, that is one side it is having single bond and one triple bond is present, then this carbon is said to be sp hybridized carbon. So depending upon the bonding, we are identifying the hybridization state of the carbon. If all the bonds are single, then that carbon is sp3 hybridized carbon. If anywhere it is having double bonded carbon, that double bonded carbon is sp2 hybridized carbon, and triply bonded carbon is considered as sp hybridized carbon. So based upon the hybridization state of the carbon to which halogen atom is attached, we are further classifying halogenated compounds. So we are studying here the classification. There are two. One is halogen attached to sp3 carbon, and second one will be halogen attached to sp2 carbon. So in case of first classification, where halogen is attached to sp3 carbon, we have 3 different types. The first one is alkyl halides or haloalkanes. That is nothing but the examples we have seen just before. That is, if I take this one, CH3, CH2, Cl. Here halogen atom is attached to the carbon, and this carbon is having all the single bonds, correct? So with hydrogen also it is having single bond, with carbon also it is having single bond. So this is considered as sp3 hybridized carbon. So halogen atom is attached to sp3 hybridized carbon atom. So you can take this one, and another example you can take CH3, CHBr, CH3, right? So here we have halogen atom attached to the carbon, and this carbon is having all the single bonds. So this carbon is sp3 carbon. So halogen attached to sp3 carbon. This comes under the alkyl halides or haloalkanes, which are typically the derivatives of alkenes only, which are represented by the formula CnH2n plus 1 into X. This is the homologous general formula for the homologous series of haloalkanes. That is, from alkanes you are removing one hydrogen by halogen atom, and generally these haloalkanes are represented by the term RX, where R is an alkyl group. Okay, so here it is C2H5, here it is C3H7. So this is the first type, that is alkyl halides or haloalkanes, where halogen is attached to sp3 hybridized carbon atom. Now the second type is allylic halides, where halogen atom is attached to the allylic carbon atom. Here halogen is attached to the allylic carbon. Halogen is attached to the allylic carbon. So what is allylic carbon atom? Allylic carbon is the one which is attached to the doubly bonded carbon atom. See, if this is the case, here this carbon is known as allylic carbon. What is its hybridization state? This is having sp3 hybridization only. Okay, as it is having single bonds, it is sp3 hybridized, whereas this sp3 hybridized carbon is attached to sp2 hybridized carbon. So this is a doubly bonded carbon atom. So if this is the case, then it is called, this carbon is called as allylic carbon. That is, sp3 carbon attached to sp2 carbon is called as allylic carbon atom. sp3 carbon attached to the sp2 carbon is called as allylic carbon atom. Okay, so if our halogen is present here on this, then it is called as allylic halides. I'll write some examples here. See, if this is the skeleton, this is called as allylic halide. Okay, I'll write an example. See, for allylic carbon, if this is the case, CH2 double bond, CH, then CH2X. It may be any halogen atom. See, what is the hybridization state of this carbon atom? It is singly bonded, so it is sp3. So we are dealing with this type only, halogen attached to sp3 carbon. So halogen is attached to sp3, but this sp3 carbon is now attached with the sp2 carbon atom. So this is your allylic halide. Okay, this type is called as allylic halide, and it may be in the open chain or in the closed chain also. Closed chain is like this. See, if this is the case, even here you can identify. See, this is halogen attached to the, this is our sp3 carbon in the ring. It is not benzene, it's a cyclohexene. Okay, cyclohexene ring it is. So this carbon is sp3 carbon, as all the bonds are single to this carbon atom. This carbon is attached to sp2 carbon atom. So now this is your allylic carbon. This sp3 carbon is your allylic carbon atom. Okay, halogen attached to the allylic carbons are called as allylic halides. The compounds in which halogen atom is attached to the allylic carbon. Okay, so allylic carbon, I repeat, allylic carbon is the one which is sp3 hybridized connected to the sp2 hybridized carbon atom, that is doubly bonded carbon atom. Okay, this is an example. The last type of sp3 attached to the halogen attached to sp3 carbon is benzylic halides. So in this, the halogens atoms are attached to the benzene, attached to the carbon which is connected to the benzene ring. See, if this is the case, in this, see, look at this. See, halogen attached to which carbon? It is sp3 carbon. All the bonds are single bonds. Now this carbon which is sp3 is attached to the benzene ring. So this carbon which is attached to the benzene ring is called as benzylic carbon. What is the name for this carbon? It is called as benzylic carbon. So halogen attached to the benzylic carbon in this benzylic halides. In the benzylic halides, halogen is attached to the benzylic carbon atom. What is benzylic carbon atom? Benzylic carbon atom is the one which is connected to the benzene ring. Here also we have sp2 hybridized carbon, but it is in the benzene ring. So it is considered in the different class called as benzylic halides, where halogen atom is attached to the benzylic carbon atom, that is carbon attached to the benzene ring. Here further you can write primary, secondary, tertiary also. Okay, so this is your primary benzylic halide. Even you can write secondary. How you will write the secondary? This is primary. To write the secondary benzylic halide, what we need to do is, this carbon is now connected to only one carbon. If you connect it to another carbon atom, for example, if I connect it to CH3 and this is H itself, so this is now connected to two carbon skeletons. So this is our secondary carbon. Now this is our secondary carbon. Hagagi, now it is called as secondary benzylic halide. Okay. Similarly, if we want to write tertiary, what we'll write? Carbon connected with two methyl groups and we have a halogen. So now this is again benzylic carbon connected with the halogen, and this is our tertiary carbon. So this is an example for tertiary benzylic halide. Similarly, you can write even for allylic halides also, as all are having single halogen atoms. You can further write primary, secondary and tertiary halides for all of them. Okay, so understood, the halogen attached to sp3 carbon. In this type we have three different types. They are alkyl halides, allylic halides and benzylic halides. Second type in the classification based on the hybridization state of halogen attached to the carbon is vinylic, that is a halogen attached to sp2 hybridized carbon atom. So in sp2 hybridized carbon atom, halogen attached to sp2 hybridized carbon atom, we have further two types, that is vinylic halides and aryl halides. So in vinylic halides, halogen atom is directly attached to sp2 carbon atom in the open chain. This sp2 carbon is in the open chain, that is ends are free. If this is the skeleton, halogen attached to sp2 carbon atom, this is called as vinylic halides. These are called as vinylic halides. X may be any halogen atom. I'll write an example. See here, CH2 double bond CH Br or Cl. Okay, this is an example where halogen atom is attached to sp2 carbon directly. Okay, this is one example. Another example, in the closed system, here if I write Cl, see halogen atom attached to the sp2 carbon. So these are called as vinylic halides, where halogen atom directly attaches with the sp2 hybridized carbon atom. Okay, next is aryl halides, where in aryl halides halogen atom is attached to sp2 carbon, but this sp2 carbon is in the benzene ring. In benzene ring, all the carbons are sp2 hybridized, that you know already, right? All the carbons are sp2 hybridized. So when we have halogens attached to the benzene ring, it is connected with the sp2 hybridized carbon atom. So these are called as aryl halides. It may be any halogen, maybe chlorine, bromine, iodine, anything. So these are called as aryl halides. You can write chlorobenzene, bromobenzene, anything you can take here as an example. Okay, so these are aryl halides, where halogens are attached to the carbons in the benzene ring, which are sp2 hybridized. So this is about the classification of halogenated compounds.